Hi everyone, welcome to the Dasky Boxing channel. I'll be giving a recap of the boxing match that occurred between Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko on October 17th. As usual, as you all have known, my prediction went to shit. That is, I predicted that Lomachenko was going to win by unanimous decision. But instead, Teofimo Lopez won, and deservedly, he deserved the match. He boxed very well. He really stuck to his game plan, and he shocked the world. He shocked the boxing world. And yes, we might have a very big star in our hands. That's right. So I'll just give you a recap of the fight, how it went. Lomachenko was really disappointing in the beginning of the fight. Round one, he was on his back foot, not doing much. I had expected that. At least I'd expected him to lose like the first 6 rounds, but at least put up a fight that takes some steam off the younger guy, and then in the championship round he should have stuck it on him, but he didn't do that, and I was so disappointed. Rounds 1 to 7, I gave it to Teofimo Lopez because 1 to 6, Lopez was in absolute control. Vasyl Lomachenko didn't want to box at all. He didn't want to even engage. He didn't want to even show the younger guy that I'm here to really take it out. And whatever strategy he had in mind, it certainly didn't work out. And it was really disappointing for people like me that were routing for him. We didn't route for him to just run around the ring for 6 rounds. Then the 7 to 12, he now thinks he'll come and knock him out. No, Teofimo is no Jorge Linares, he's no Luke Campbell. You didn't knock out Luke Campbell. Yes, you knocked out Linares, but look at the younger guy, Luke Campbell. You couldn't knock him out, even though you dropped him, but he still finished the fight on his feet. And looking at someone as tough as Teofimo Lopez, you certainly had to do more than you did against him. Luke Campbell to be able to even stand a chance in that fight, and he didn't do as well as he did against Luke Campbell. Credit to Teofimo Lopez, because certainly Teofimo Lopez is a powerful 135 pounder. He's also someone that has enormous punching power in both hands, and is also someone that has a very great jab, and he showed it in this fight. So what did Teofimo Lopez do right? First, 1 to 6, 1 to 7 was for Teofimo. 1 to 6, he bossed the fight all through. In the 7th round, Lomachenko started showing what we had expected to see. You understand? He started getting stuck, he started hitting back and all, but round 7 still went to Teofimo Lopez. But round 8 to 11, arguably, you could give that to Lomachenko. When Lomachenko put his foot on the gas, he won the rounds. He only lost 2 rounds after he put his foot on the gas. So imagine if he had done that from the beginning of the fight, it would have been a different bout entirely, easily. Then also 8 to 11, he won those rounds quite alright. But round 12, Teofimo, instead for him to play safe and should have won, at least in the eyes of we boxing fans, 7 to 5, he went all in and won round 12. He really did well with that round 12 showing, to show that yes, I'm a younger guy, and you think yes, you've won 4 to 1 as at the 12th round, before the 12th round started. I'm here to show you that yeah, I still have a lot of steam in me, and I'm going to beat you at this. And he really put it on Loma, and Loma had to really hang on a bit in the 12th round, because he could smell that if he really got careless, he could have been on his ass or his back. So that's just a brief round off of what happened between rounds 1 and 12. Teofimo, what he did right, he took away Loma's angles. He took away his angles. Once we know Loma has this attitude of when he's trying to get close to you, then he moves right. You understand? He tries to move right, just try to create a angle for himself so he can get himself in position to throw the left hand and the right hand. Immediately he moved right, Teofimo moved left, taking away the angle immediately, which was super sweet to watch. Then also, Teofimo used the jab so well. He established his jab so early in the fight, allowed ensured that Vasyl Lomachenko respected his punch. Lomachenko, maybe that was why he didn't get careless. I'll get to that though. Lomachenko had to respect that, and he had to know that if he got careless, there was a left and a power right, uppercut or whatever coming for him, and immediately created those angles. Good footwork, super footwork. Teofimo really showed a lot in this bout. Then also he kept him busy with the jabs, hit the body so well, was going downstairs. Lomachenko came with the high guard, but Teofimo Lopez ensured that he dropped those hands down and with the body shots, and those body shots certainly. Vasyl Lomachenko is not a 135 pounder. It's skinny. He's a skinny 135 pounder, so he will certainly feel those body shots 100%. So it was really a good strategy from Teofimo. Then he never backed down. Even round 7 to 12, when Lomachenko picked up his pace, Teofimo, yes, he got a bit tired, but he got a bit tired. I think round 10 or 11 when we could see that Lomachenko was really piling it on, and we weren't thinking we were going to see a knockdown. But fortunately for the younger boxer, he grinded it. He never backed down. He took everything and gave it right back. You understand? 8 to 11, it wasn't like Lomachenko was buzzing him and beating him and all stuff. No, he was taking those punches and was dishing some back to Lomachenko. Lomachenko he felt a lot of stuff. If not, certainly if not Lomachenko, he would have gotten a knockdown at least. Then for Lomachenko, he didn't start early enough. That's just the only thing. He didn't start early enough. Yes, Teofimo moved well. Yes, Teofimo used the jab very well. Yes, Teofimo hit the body very well. Yes, I expected him to do that. I didn't expect him to move so well, candidly, but I expected him to do the other things. But what did I expect Loma to do? Loma to close the gap and start early. Yes, it was going to maybe rounds 1 to 6. In my mind, I was feeling it would be a 5-1 round, or a 4-2 round, or a 5-2 round, because I expected I believe if Loma had stepped on the gas and moved close to his guy and tried to bang with him in spots, you understand, he would have gotten dropped. That's 100% sure. And maybe Lomachenko felt those jabs and he was like, man, if these things hit me and I go down, I would never come back up again. Maybe that was why I took it easy. But still, 7 to 12, you took it to him. You fought him on the front foot. You boxed him. It was a brawl. You understand, because your boxing skills didn't really pay the bills. This guy, once you landed a right, he came back with 2 of his own most times. You understand? For me, it was round, I think 11, that Lomachenko won clearly. You understand? The other rounds, you could still even argue, you could still even put up something for Lopez. You understand? But all in all, in my books, Vasyl Lomachenko only won 4 rounds. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, and Lopez won 8 rounds. So that's 8-4. A dominant victory over arguably number 2 pound for pound boxer. You can put him behind Canelo, you understand, but arguably top 2 pound for pound boxer in the world, and Teofimo Lopez was able to pull this through. This is certainly is legendary. This Floyd Mayweather stuff, and doing it this early in your career over a top pound for pound boxer is certainly something that is extremely pleasing to the eyes, and it's something that we all just have to appreciate this guy for. So just before I touch on other things, I would like to show the scorecard for the 3 judges. They had it very wide for for I think one of the judges had it 119 to 109. That's ridiculous. Sorry, that's ridiculous. But I think one had it 116 to 112. Then the other 117 to 111. I think. For the other two, still fair, but the 119 to 109, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. So for me, it should have been 711 118 or so. 8-4 shy, 8-4 rounds, 8-4 for Lopez. So that means Teofimo Lopez won for 4 rounds. It was a sweet one. And reading some articles, Lomachenko came up and said he won the bout. No, boss, you didn't win that fight. You didn't win that fight. You were beaten. Just accept. And just accept. You are a small man. These guys are big, irrespective of your great movements and all. If you were fighting someone of your weight class, certainly you could still take those punches and move close and then to deal your damage and all. That's still understandable. With that being said, should there be a rematch? I certainly don't think so. But just for the fact that he was number 1 pound for pound, number 2 pound for pound boxer before, and just to, if he really wants it, just to ensure, just to stamp it that my victory over you wasn't a fluke, I believe Teofimo should give him that rematch and still school him again. And certainly the rematch might go a little bit different because Loma would like to start early, and we might really be saying something else in that bout. But it must just be said that if Loma even starts early, can he take those punches? Can he really take those punches? And Lopez's stamina, if Loma can take those punches, Lopez's stamina will certainly fade away in the second half of the fight. So will his guts be able to deliver him the victory? You understand? So those are just questions we'll have to ask. But till then, Lopez, undisputed 135 pounds champion of the world. Respect to him. And I take my L. Thanks for proving me wrong. It was actually a good one. You really proved that in the Floyd Mayweather Canelo bout, you were Floyd Mayweather, but you were younger. You are the younger one. While Loma was Canelo, the older Canelo. Anyways, it's a good one, good victory, and I wish you the best. I really do hope to see a bout between Teofimo and David Haney. That will be a very sweet one to watch. It's something that I know is going to be really action-packed, and I hope we see it before Teofimo moves up to 140. Thank you very much for listening to that. With that being said, I would like to touch on the killings and the brutality that's happening in my country. The armed forces opened fire on unarmed protesters at Lekki, Lagos State, one of the states in the southwestern part of Nigeria. It's painful, it's sad, because as reported, over 50 people have been killed, numerous people injured with bullet wounds, and these are people that didn't have no weapons on them. These are people that are just fighting for the right to live. The policemen over here, the SARS units of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad unit, they've been so brutal to the citizens. People like me, they harass us because I'm young, I've got some change, and then I look good. Then maybe I use an iPhone, I have a MacBook, then they victimize me, and if I cannot meet their demands, 100,000, 200,000 sometimes, you understand, then I get brutalized. Might even be in prison. My parents won't know where I'm at. Then I'll be charged with crimes that I know nothing about, you understand. I might even be killed by the roadside. It's very painful. It's hurting. Nigeria is bleeding. So many innocent lives have been lost. So many gruesome stories over the past week. It's painful, and the necessary reforms should be passed, and policemen have to improve the recruiting process, the training process, and the pay for these guys too has to improve. It's not too much to ask for. It's not too much to ask for. It's painful. It's very sad. Please, Nigerian government, all of you in power, see to these demands. I don't want to die. I don't want to die before I achieve my dreams. I want to live long, see my children's children, and have my ability to change the world. As a cybersecurity professional, I believe I have so many things to offer the world that I haven't offered yet, and I would really love to do that. If I'm killed by a trigger-happy policeman or by the special anti-robbery squad, how will I be able to achieve these dreams? You see that the Paystack, which is a Nigerian company, was sold to Stripe for $200 million. And you see those guys, fresh-looking guys, one even has dreads on. If the SARS, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad unit, they've caught up with him before he started the program and made so much money to buy himself the required protection, he won't have such influx of foreign exchange, of foreign currency, FDI, like direct foreign investment in the Nigerian economy. Come on, stop killing the youth of tomorrow. Stop killing the leaders of tomorrow. Stop killing our youth. Stop killing us. Stop. It's just a campaign for life. It's a plea for life. We are literally begging for this. Come on, Nigerian government, Muhammadu Buhari, Professor Oshibanjo. Come on, let's see to this. And it's not just to make noise about it. Make serious plans, because we know how things work in Nigeria. They just tell you it has been disbanded. Then the next thing, the SARS unit, they are coming full force to really punish the youths for speaking up, for even daring to speak up. And even when we are telling them we want actionable plans, we want them to make moves, they came with soldiers, with the armed forces of Nigeria, who came with war-grade weapons, armored tanks, guns that are meant to be used to fight terrorists. They came and opened fire on unarmed protesters. It is very unfair. I say no to police brutality in Nigeria. I say no to SARS, SWAT in Nigeria. And I say no to bad governance in Nigeria. We will see this change by God's grace. Thank you all for tuning in. Peace.